It doesn't really seem to me like anything could command any less respect out on the railroad, model or otherwise, than a Penn Central scrap gon. That's what we're working on today in this episode of Black Hills and Eastern Railroad. I'm Eric, and let's get started.
Black Hills and Eastern Railroad, from the plains of the Sioux Empire to the heart of the hills.
So anyone that's been paying attention to the channel here for very long knows that I've got this morbid little fascination with Penn Central, the 6-year dumpster fire.
Penn Central, you can count on us, baby!
I allowed myself to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole here with this Walthers train line Penn Central gondola, and I'm getting it out of the box here and thinking about what we're going to do for weathering and making it look a little bit less than brand new out of the box. We did encounter a little bit of a NMRA spec conformance issue, and I'll discuss that in another episode. But it has to do with the couplers, and I think it's the car's probably a little bit underweight as well. But we will deal with that in a separate episode. So here I am beginning the disassembly of the car. I'm going to take the wheels out; those will get painted, and I'm going to swap the couplers out. Overall, it's kind of a nice looking car. And here I am splitting a piece of 1-inch blue masking tape for those wheels. We'll tape the axles to the one half of the tape, and then we'll tape the other side of the tape over the other side of the axles so we can paint those with the airbrush. We'll mix up a batch of enchilada sauce to get those painted nice and brown. So per the late Ralph Renzetti, I've got my fade mixture set up here. I've got 91% isopropyl alcohol. I've got probably about 90% of the jar filled up with that. I've got a few drops of this cheap craft white acrylic paint, and I've got like less than a drop of this cardinal red, also acrylic paint, cheap acrylic paint in this bottle, and we're going to brush this on at about 42, 43 pounds of pressure with the airbrush. See how it works out. So we're going to do a test pass inside the car and see how this stuff looks. That's pretty cool, actually. I want that on the outside of the car now. So here I am applying that light fade mixture to another Walthers product, a Burlington Northern bulkhead flat car that I purchased from Big John when we were in the Twin Cities for Minrail in September of 2025. So I've got another batch of enchilada sauce mixed up here. I've got about 40%, 91% isopropyl alcohol, and approximately 60 or 70% this cheap craft paint. This is burnt umber here, and like the second section boys say, I put this on everything, and we're going to go ahead and shoot this on the insides of these gons here and some wheels. We'll run the airbrush booth up and get started. So we are back in the downstairs shop, and I've got everything painted and weathered here. It seems like we might need a little rust on that, but we'll make that wait for another episode. I've got my wheels painted. I've got my trucks painted. I'm going to throw these stock couplers away, and we're going to make a load here after a little bit. Seems a little better, yes? Unless you're a close follower of the channel, you might have missed that I've been hand making my own scrap loads too. And I'll link to this in the description below. Previous episodes where I've made these scrap gon loads out of swarf from the machining process on 12-inch gauge model trains. So here we take a look at the PC car out with some BN companions out on the Sioux City yard on my layout. Here's where we're going to pull the pin on this particular episode. I hope you liked the content here. If you did, smash that like button, leave us a comment below, and subscribe for more, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Penn Central, you can count on us, baby!